In search for gold, iron must pass through layers of the earth. In search for academic excellence, dynamic and illustrious individuals, royalty and meekness for mankind, His Royal Majesty, Professor Halidu Ibrahim Abubakar, Emir of Ilesha Baruba, the symbol of the globe. As an icon who has embraced philosophy as a way of life, listed as personalities who have come in contact with His Highness.
The Emir of Ilesha, the Derek Reku IV, named Professor Halidu Abubakar, is a symbol of the globe, based on the type of life he lived and based on what he has done for humanity. Some of us will see him as a globe. But before I answer this question, I want to ask, what is a globe? A globe is everything that entails in the world, starting from the land, the water, the trees, the stars, the moon, the galaxies.
Professor H.I. Abubakar, that is the Emir of Ilesha, the Derekoreku IV, is a great man, is a pillar who have put symbol in all ratifications. He's an academician by excellence, from there as an administrator, and today a royal father. And anywhere he goes, anywhere he is, he puts a solid foundation for the others to follow. So he's a pace setter, and that's why to me I describe him as a world legend.
Wherever Professor Halidu stands today, the Emir of Ilesha Baruba, take it or leave it, you must recognize him. We take him as a sun because he's a light to so many of us life today, and we equally take him as a river. In fact, I want to say he is the source, major source of so many of us way of life today. Anywhere a river passes, it must leave an evidence that it passed there. So as such, my person seated here today, my life, Almighty Allah has used him. So I see him as a source through which I am what I am today. One reason why I call him as a globe. Secondly, we see him as a tree, a very beautiful tree. Any tree that you see today that is going to be beneficial to humanity, it must live. Once it is going off, it must leave some that will be growing up. Professor Abubakar today, who happens to be the Emir, the Derek IV of Ilesha Baruba, he has left so many upstreams to follow after him. Today, people that he has trained, right from the home and from outside, we are so numerous that we are today living through him. Almighty Allah has blessed majority of us, those of us that came through him. So as such, referring him as a globe, it is not a mistake, it is deliberate, because indeed is a symbol of the globe.
The Emir, who is His Highness Professor Halidu Ibrahim Abubakar, before he became an Emir, what he was and what he is now, there is no much difference, because he grew up to be a man of people, not only to his relations. I'm saying this one because, not just because he's my brother, but because it's what other people will perceive what he is. One, he's somebody who is an outrust person. He doesn't like to see anybody frowning. If you see anybody with a frown, he gives that person a smile. And giving somebody a smile means a lot of things. One, he has made a lot of impacts on so many people. When I say so many people, it doesn't really go with Batono people alone. Taking, for instance, Batono local government. It goes all around to Kayama local government, Moro local government, apart from Moro local government, we have Patigi, we have even all other, even Asa, Ilorin West, everywhere. Within the Kwara State, for instance, there is no place we will talk of Professor Halidu before he became a royal person. His Highness is such a person that he has impacted, even with Igbos. He always make people to smile, as I've said from the beginning, and in such a way that when you see someone who doesn't even know who he is, the person will just come closer and say, please, who is this person? I remember at one time while we were in Zaria, because I stayed with him in Zaria for a very long time before I came back to work in Kwara State. Somebody came all the way from Bauten local government. Again, he never thought of becoming an emir. In fact, some of us just have to talk to him because you are an academician and you have created a lot of impact on people. Even outside, you have created a lot of positive impacts on people. So please, we want you to come and at least help people at home. One thing with him, whether he know you, whether he doesn't know you, whether you have his number, whether he doesn't have his number, when you call, if he doesn't pick, it means he's not close by. And once he's close by, he sees that you've called twice, he will call back. And again, we are his brothers. If you call him, he doesn't pick, or you write message, within a short period of time, he will reply. So he's a man of people right from the time he has come to this world. Even though I did not know when he came to this world, but from where I met him, I didn't meet him as a single person. I met him as a man of people. As I'm talking to you, I used to think I'm a tolerant person. That's what I used to think. But I came up and grew up and find out that I'm not a tolerant person when I compare myself to His Royal Highness, that is Professor Halidu Abubakar. He's somebody who can endure, who can tolerate anything. But this tolerating of anything, it has a limit. When you are going beyond your boundaries, he will call you to order.
Wow, Habib, this is a very wonderful question. I am who I am today. Almighty has destined to be who I am today, but Almighty Allah has used him in my life throughout. I finished my secondary school, local government secondary school, Ilesha. I sent my result to him. He now studied the result. He realized I need to do IJMB. Without me there, I just wrote a letter. It's not like now. I wrote a letter to him and I put my statement of result to him. He went and registered IJMB in Zaria for me to go and sit down for my math and English because I was having 2 passes there. That was not enough. We did that. God said it's not going to be fruitful. He came back to Zaria Ilorin here, registered the same IJMB for me in 1998. That was not enough. The same 1998, he went ahead to register for me GCE. That was not enough. He went and got accommodation for me in polytechnics, paid, bought mattresses, anything that you think anybody that will need. As at that time, he provided everything for me. As if that was not enough. Do Almighty Allah have it? I was unable to write the exams. Best known to Almighty God. Because I failed to tell him that there is another leg of payment of school fees because I thought I was considering. When he came all the way from Zaria, he told me, I told him this. He said, Muhammad, why did you have to do that? Why would you say you are considering me? Now you did not write the exams. Have you helped yourself? How many people can do that? Secondly, 1999 again, he registered for me, the same IJMB. If you remember, I said 1997, 1998, 1999, he registered for me IJMB again. Paid all necessary fees, both A levels and O levels. I did it. Sponsored me up to that level. I did it. Almighty Allah make it possible. We passed. From that 1998, I've been looking for admission. This man did not get tired. From that 1996, I repeat, that he has taken care of responsibility. He did not get tired until I was able to get admission in 2001. He fed me, he clothed me, he did everything about what anybody needs in life. So to me, I have to celebrate him because I know he has so much impact in me. That was not enough. When I finished my BSc, let me shock you. When I was in Zaria, every two weeks, those days, he sent money, my feeding allowance to me every two weeks. That will never miss. To shock you again, I remembered when he was contesting for Senate, he left without sending the money to me. He remembered he has to call somebody to bring the money back to me. That's to show you how impactful he was in my life. After the BSc program, the same man, after my NYC, he gave me money for transport to go on NYC. After that, he got a job for me. Today, I cannot live without showing a sign of gratitude to him. And that is why I know he's very impactful to me. To cut the long story short, aside from all this, he's someone that advises me. There was a time, personal advice, he must have forgotten, but I still remember. Something happened at home. A lot of things happened at home. People reported. So when he came, people thought he's going to fight me. But he called me into the sitting room. He told me, Mohammed, anytime if you are looking, if you are struggling in life, learn how to have patience. That is in terms of advice. There was this time again. Since that time up to today, I know what that patience means to me in life because I've been exercising it up till today. There was this time we were traveling home, me and him, when we lost one of our elder brother's wife. He asked me a question, specific question. We were discussing generally. I don't need to mention those ones, but there is something that is important to me that I picked that day. He said, Mohammed, you lived with me. You know my in and out from Zaria to Ilorin to Ilesha. Have you ever seen me keeping the picture of my mother? I now look back and I realize, no, I've never seen him keeping the picture of his mother anywhere. He told me, do you know the reason? Because he was not interested in separation. He loves the unity of the family. He values the family so much. So to him, bringing the picture of his mother, to some people they might think he's trying to do separation. And that is why he stayed off away from keeping the picture of his mother. And up to today as we speak, I've never seen the picture of his mother anywhere.